Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and obviously today I'm going to be talking about the Haibo system what no one talks about. So what is the Haibo system? Obviously the Haibo system is when you have different set of elements that kind of like feel from one place to another place. So how this how does this Haibo system work with 3D visualization? It's weird, right? So you may see in companies that they're asking for a lot of software like Revit, SketchUp, 3ds Max, Corner Render, Photoshop, Unreal Engine, I don't know, Cinema 4D. They're asking for a lot of different stuff that you have to learn a lot of different stuff, and it can be annoying. So how did I make my good render? So basically what I do is that I don't fully learn each software, even though that the companies may ask you to learn the software a lot, like fully before you actually get the job. But with my method, I'm not really like an expert on each software, but I can still make very good renders. So this is how I do it. First is I will use Revit, and then SketchUp, and then I will use Lumion, Photoshop, and then AI. Just 5 things. Even though it may sound a lot, but it's not actually a lot. So I'm going to explain how this works. Excuse me. So anyway, Revit. The reason why Revit comes first is because Revit is very good at modeling. It can provide you with very good modeling, accurate modeling skills, very fast, in my opinion. Um, if you want to create, let's say you've got a floor plan and you want to create into 3D, Revit can do that quickly, and you don't have to do like a lot of manual work, and the 3D will automatically be um, built for you in Revit if you draw in 2D plans. And then, so that for SketchUp, I mean Revit, sorry. Now to SketchUp. The reason why I want to go from Revit to SketchUp is I'm only intending to edit materials. Only use SketchUp to edit materials, and maybe some bit of modification into my model. So make sure that it is very, very important. Well, obviously, time and money is very important. So I only, like I said again, I only intend to use SketchUp to edit models, or if I want to edit or maybe add some extra element like furniture, or like vegetation like trees, benches, people, even 3D people as well, to make sure that it is fully ready before I move on to render. So we've got SketchUp, we've got Revit to model only, SketchUp to edit materials and to add elements. Now move on to Lumion. Obviously without without modeling there's no rendering, so without model there's no render. So make sure that your SketchUp model is like top notch. The more detail you put into your model, the higher the quality render. I know not a lot of people say this, but this is the reality. The more detail you put in, the higher the quality. But also really depend on the context. Some context, if you're making like an apartment or a bedroom, then it can be minimalistic, but obviously this really depends on the context. Anyway, Revit SketchUp. Now Lumion, you use Lumion just to render. Of course, you can change the materials, you can change the lighting, you can change the textures, even like my wardrobe here, over here, my wardrobe. But make sure, like I said again, you select kind of material that you want in SketchUp first before you do Lumion. And then Lumion is just to enhance that, make it more realistic. I hope that this makes sense. Okay, so Revit, SketchUp, Lumion. Now, when we get to, okay, when I get from Lumion to Photoshop, I make sure that I saved multiple image files, like the normal map, color ID, or material ID, the same thing. No, actually not the same thing, so it's material ID, alpha, depth. So basically everything, every option. Until I'm happy with my render, I will do that. Now I convert that into Photoshop. So instead of, so basically when I open Photoshop, okay, I don't click open and then select the well, obviously if you open Photoshop, you select the original render first, and then when you got this render, you go to Photoshop, place embedded, and then you select the material that you have saved, or the images that you've saved, like specular, sky alpha, depth, material ID, etc., normal map. And then you make some adjustment to just to experiment a bit and to make sure that that you're happy with the render. So here's the trick. Sometimes it is good to learn software, but if you stick to what everybody else is saying, you will get confused. But if you experiment it yourself, you will learn different ways. But obviously, tutors or mentors are there to guide you, to help you. I hope this makes sense. But obviously, in Photoshop, you can do whatever you want. Okay. Now the last part is AI. Now, let's talk about AI just for a little bit. I know it is everybody talking about AI, how AI make pictures, all that stuff. AI is there just to make the render pretty. Okay? So don't think about making a model and render from nothing to 5-star. It doesn't exist. So make sure you have very good, nice, polished model and render, and use AI just to like top notch on top of the Photoshop. And use AI like I think it's called Magnific. I think Magnific AI. That's one of the name of it. Yeah, that's the one, Magnific AI. So I use that as well just to enhance my renders. But obviously I don't use AI a lot, but only to make it more pretty, you know. But obviously it's up to you. You can use it. So this is the secret on how I do it. But of course, if you basically, I'm coaching one of my students at the moment to show how to go from Revit, SketchUp, Photoshop, well, Lumion, Photoshop, and then AI. Yeah, so this is how I do so far. If you are interested in coaching with me, if you're interested to learn more about this, I will leave down a calendar link down below so that you can let me know if you're interested in coaching, if you need any help. So please do let me know. I will also leave my Instagram account as well to ask me any question. If you to ask me any question or how I did as well. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And obviously, again, if you do need any help, please click the link down in the description for the booking, so I can help you with some render. Okay, it's called the Hybrid system, by the way. So yeah, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.